legal channels, our breaking news today is: the House easily passes a $1.7 trillion spending bill before departing for the holidays. In a victory for President Biden and congressional Democrats, the United States House of Representatives rapidly adopted a $1.7 trillion budget measure on Friday, funding the government until the end of next September. The House cleared the more than 4,000-page budget package 225 to 201, with 9 Republicans voting in favor, along with every Democrat except Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez of New York. Rashida Tlaib of Michigan, another Democrat, abstained. Never Trump Republicans Liz Cheney of Wyoming and Adam Kinzinger of Illinois were among the 9 Republicans who voted in favor of the plan. Reps. John Katko and Chris Jacobs of New York, Rodney Davis of Illinois, Fred Upton of Michigan, and Jamie Herrera Butler of Washington all voted in favor. Reps. Brian Fitzpatrick and Steve Womack were the only 2 Republicans to vote in support of re-election this year. Nonetheless, most Republicans slammed it as a bloated, costly program that will add to the $31 trillion national debt at a time of strong inflation, while Democrats defended it as vital to millions of Americans. As heavy winter weather threatened to delay their flights home, House lawmakers pushed the bill through. After spending an hour discussing the rule that determined the parameters of debate on the bill, House members only had a perfunctory, truncated debate on the bill itself before voting began. The law authorizes $858 billion in defense spending, $787 billion in non-defense domestic spending, and approximately $45 billion in military and humanitarian aid to Ukraine. It also includes approximately 7,200 earmarks totaling more than $15 billion, ensuring that the government would be funded through September 30, 2023. We had 18 Republicans, who joined with Democrats in the Senate, get on their fancy planes and go home, and we're sitting here trying to do the work of the people, not spend money we don't have, not drive up more inflation, not have 7,500 earmarks for $16 billion for pet leftist projects across this country, Roy said. Even House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer, DMD, called the process unacceptable and criticized Senate Democrats for not completing their work on time this year. In reality, this bill should have been passed in September of this year, Hoyer said. Why? Because the fiscal year ends on September 30th, and fiscal year 23 begins on October 1st of this year. In the lead up to the vote, House Republican leadership actively whipped against the bill. Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, Republican California, suggested that Congress should enact a short-term funding plan to keep the government operating through the middle of January. That schedule would have given Republicans more clout in negotiating policy concessions from Biden when they win control of the House in January. We're 2 weeks away, 14 days away from having a stronger hand in negotiations, said McCarthy during an appearance on Fox News' The Ingram Angle this week. Despite Republican leaders' objections, 9 House Republicans voted in favor of the financing bill. The majority of support came from Republican lawmakers who are due to retire at the end of this Congress.